A friendly bee came buzzing by, then gave a weary sigh. There are no flowers here for me, she hummed up to the sky. Poor Pippin watched her fly away, his heart felt rather sore. He wished he had some blossoms growing right outside his door.
I'll grow
He
a
looked
little
toward a
garden
forgotten
right
patch
before my
where
very
only
eyes.
weeds would grow. And right then he decided, with a firm and steady glow, I'll make a place for bees to land, a spot for butterflies. I'll grow a little garden right before my very eyes. He found his little shovel, it was sturdy, stout, and red. He faced the patch of thistles with a nod of his small head. The work was hard for Panda paws, the weeds were strong and tall. He pulled and dug and cleared the earth so he could plant it all. He pushed and pulled with all his might beneath the morning sun, and didn't stop his happy work until the job was done. The soil was soft and dark and clean, a fresh and earthy bed. A perfect place for sleepy seeds is what our Pippin said. He went inside to find his box of precious little seeds, to satisfy his garden's new and very hopeful needs. The package showed a floral dream in colors bold and bright, a promise of a future filled with beauty and with light. He chose the tallest sunflowers to follow morning's grace, and cheerful painted daisies for a happy smiling face, with sweet peas for their lovely smell and poppies silky red. The vision of his garden was blooming in his head. With careful paws he poked the soil and made the neatest rows, a tiny home for every single little seed he chose. He laid them down, each sleeping speck of brown and gray and black, and knew there was no turning, there was no going back. He whispered, grow your best now, to each one before he'd go. The sun and rain will help you out more than you'll ever know. He covered them with gentle care, a blanket of the ground, and not another single weed was anywhere around. He took his little watering can, the one of shiny blue, and filled it up with water fresh and clean and cool and new. He tipped the spout and let it rain, a gentle silver shower, to give his seeds the strength they'd need to grow into a flower. The thirsty soil, it drank it in and turned a darker brown, as all the little drops of hope went trickling gently down. He knew he'd done all he could do, the rest was up to fate. All that was left for him to do was watch and wait and wait. So every morning with the dawn he'd come to watch the spot, to see if anything had grown, to see what he had got.
Now we wait.
A week went by and then one more, the patch was bare and plain. Through endless hours of sunshine and through afternoons of rain, his hopeful heart began to droop, his spirits sinking low. Perhaps he thought my little seeds just didn't want to grow. He looked upon the empty earth and felt a little sad. Was this the only garden that he'd ever wished he had? He knelt down close upon the dirt to say a soft goodbye, when something caught his panda eye, he couldn't tell just why. A tiny crack was in the soil and pushing through the clay Two little leaves were reaching up to greet the brand new day. It was a sprout, a living thing, a promise coming true. He looked again and saw another, then a whole small crew. He felt a joy so big and deep, a pure and happy bliss. He never knew that growing things could ever feel like this. The days went on, the sprouts grew tall, then buds began to show. And soon the patch was full of life, a vibrant, happy glow. The daisies smiled, the poppies danced, the sunflowers stood proud and called out to the butterflies, a bright and cheerful crowd. The friendly bee came back to hum among the blossoms deep, and Pippin knew the promises the little seeds would keep. His garden was a gift to all, a place of joy and sun, and sharing all that beauty was the very bestest fun.